What exactly do you know about the NNPC? Aside from NNPC is Nigeria's National Petroleum Corporation, the company that is in charge of doing and undoing Nigeria's crude oil. Apart from that, and apart from the fact that NNPC, this group CEO is Mele Kyari, what else do you know about the NNPC? Do you know that NNPC, for instance, is in charge of Nigeria's refineries, the four of them, Port Harcourt, Lake, Warri, and Kaduna? Do you know? Well, whatever it is that you do not know about the NNPC, you can find on the internet. You can find on the NNPC website. Yes, but there are some two dark truths, two hidden truths that you will not find anywhere on the internet, that you will not find even on NNPC's website. And these two dark truths, they're capable of removing the sufferings that Nigerians are going through right now. This is why in this video, I'm going to walk you through these two dark truths so that you and I can take the action that we need to make sure that Nigeria is salvaged from the claws of the darkness that goes on within the NNPC. So what are these two things? Number one, sale of crude oil in international black market. Sale of crude oil in international black market. Because of the partnership that NNPC has with the international oil partners in a joint venture partnership, which is the partnership that is responsible for NNPC extracting crude oil from the ground, that arrangement makes it possible for NNPC to engage in the sale of Nigeria's crude oil in the international market. And the implication of this is grave and very serious. The implication of this is that it could, if traced very well, lead to the unraveling of those that are responsible for stealing Nigeria's crude oil. So if crude oil theft in Nigeria is an issue, then this number one dark truth about the NNPC should be investigated very, very deeply. The second one is even more serious and grave than the first one. And that is the fact that only Mele Kyari, the group CEO of NNPC, and those select few within the NNPC actually know the inner workings of the NNPC. It is only what Mele Kyari, in agreement with his colleagues, those he calls God-fearing at NNPC, is only what they tell even the finance minister, what they tell the CBN governor, what they tell DSS, those are the only things that those ones can know. So when the finance minister comes out to tell you that fuel subsidy is back and that they are paying up to 5.4 trillion naira as fuel subsidy in 2024 alone, almost 8 trillion in 2023, take that information with a pinch of salt, because it is information that he could only get from the group CEO of the NNPC. There is no way for him to go in there to know exactly what goes on. The only person external to the NNPC that can know exactly what is going on in the NNPC, he has the capacity to, but does he? The chances are very, very high that the NNPC, the group CEO of NNPC, can run circles around this person. And that person is the Minister of Petroleum, who also doubles as the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Not even the Minister of State, because the group CEO reports directly to the President or the Minister of Petroleum. So you see, do these two dark truths about the NNPC is not anything you can find anywhere else. And they are very, very serious, because the knowledge of this truth alone, if you and I can choose to act on it in a way that I will expect you to act today, it is possible that a lot of funds, billions of dollars, will be freed up to develop the Nigerian economy to the extent that you will not need to be burdened with increased pump price of petrol anymore in the name of the removal of subsidy that was not there in the first place, that they are now saying is back and they may need to remove again. We will have a lot of funds to be unburdened by that burden if we take action on this information. Now, you have this information. What are you going to do? Are you just going to sit on this information? Are you just going to like or share or say, these people are thieves, and then it's business as usual? No. I want to use this opportunity to call on you to join forces with us, we need to begin to do petitions to the president, to the NNPC Group CEO, to the Minister of Finance, those who he is paying the 5.4 trillion to. We want to know their names. How NNPC is doing it, we want to know all of these things. And then to the National Assembly, who have oversight responsibilities over the NNPC. We want all of this information so that we can free Nigeria, so that the cost of living can reduce, so that inflation can come down. We need to take action. You can't just sit idly by. In a situation like this, any onlooker is a traitor. Are you ready to be a traitor, or are you ready to be a patriot for your country? Let me know in the description. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in joining us to write these petitions and act intellectually. We cannot use force. We don't have the monies they have to buy the weapons, but we have our brain. We can think and act smartly and outsmart these people. They're not as smart as we are. So let's use our heads and let's work together to write these petitions. Let me know in the comments if you're interested. You can do me an email. My email is in the description of this channel. I'm waiting for your response. I'm waiting for your response.